Trump tested positive for coronavirus, and that's going to fundamentally reshape the final weeks of an already crazy campaign season. First of all, nobody really knows now what the president's health situation is going to be in the coming days, weeks, and months even after the election. And so there's going to be a constant focus on figuring out exactly what Trump's current situation is and how that might impact his ability to both campaign and also serve as president. We know now that he's isolating in the White House, but he's already canceled several campaign events, including in a rally planned for outside of Orlando today. There's also questions going forward about whether or not the next debate, which is scheduled for October 15th, will even be able to take place. And there are questions about whether or not other members of Trump's White House and campaign staffs might have been exposed to the virus. And that's even before we talk about financial markets. The markets reacted with a jolt to the news. Trump's biggest asset so far in the campaign has been that voters still give him pretty good marks on the economy. If that changes because the stock market suddenly is injected with a new degree of volatility, that could have negative blowback for his campaign. We're also in uncharted territory because more than 1 million Americans have already cast their ballots, so obviously their views aren't going to change based on anything that happens over the next several weeks. But there are a few things that we do know. One of them is that both Trump's health and his overall handling of the coronavirus pandemic now more than ever are going to be in the spotlight heading up to November 3rd. And another thing that seems like a pretty safe bet, if Trump does make a full recovery before Election Day, I would expect him to tout that as evidence that his administration has been doing a good job combating the coronavirus and that they do have the pandemic under control. For his supporters at least, that could end up being a pretty persuasive argument.